What's up, party poopers? Okay, so I just got back from my Intro to Media System and Processes class, which is a class of 400 kids, which I mentioned in one of my previous rants. It's a really annoying class because, everyone's typing on their laptops and stuff instead of just listening to the guy give his lecture. It's annoying. And then, I don't know, my school must have like an STD or something because everybody's hacking all over the place and I cannot take it. It's just gross. I don't think us commuters hack. Just stop coughing everywhere. Eat a freaking Hall once in a while. Those help, Have to take a freaking vitamin and stop getting STDs. Anyways, in my class today we had a guest speaker and she was teaching us about reality television. And the first show she talked about was actually the first reality television show to ever come out in 1948. And if you guys know it, it's called Candid Camera. Now, for those of you who don't know it, it was a show almost kind of like Punk'd, where people would get pranked, and then a camera would come out in the end and be like, "Smile, you're on Candid Camera." Dun, dun. She was talking about this, and then she got more into the People's Court and stuff. But she told us that they're bringing back Candid Camera, and the new host is going to be Justin Bieber. Now, a lot of kids in my class were like, "Oh," and she was like, "I kid you not," and I was like, "All right." I don't know why people are complaining. I think for me, Justin Bieber is kind of a guilty pleasure. Not all the time. Maybe when I'm in the mood to, be like, yeah. I mean, I give this kid kudos because all he did was put his videos on YouTube and all of a sudden he became this giant thing. And then all these people are trying to do the same thing and it's just not working. But he did it. And I honestly think he's pretty talented. I mean, sure he has a very, light voice, but he's still young and I don't know anybody back when I was in high school who had a nice deep voice except for that one creepy guy with the giant beard standing in the corner that no one ever talked to. I give him kudos, and now he's going on to these bigger things and a lot of people are recognizing him even more. And he's got all these stars that want something to do with him, even Usher being his mentor, which is pretty cool. If I had somebody who wanted to be my mentor who was crazy famous, whether I liked them or not, I would totally accept. I mean, that's just awesome. But I don't know. I think j-biebs is pretty funny out of his music career, as a person. I mean, I've seen TV shows and stuff about him, and he was on a Fantasy Factory and he was pretty cool. So I think Candid Camera is going to be awesome if it's scripted right and the producers produce it pretty well. It could be really good. If they don't, then it could just be another one of those lame shows where it's just a host standing there in front of a green screen being like, "Oh yeah," and tell a really stupid joke "Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side." Oh, a lot of shows are like that, but those are shows that come on really late at night because no one ever watches them. But since it first came out, it was the biggest show, and then it died out kind of near my generation when we were born and stuff. It lasted a little while into the early 90s, and then it kind of died out, and then we got Punk'd, which was another big hit that took over. But I think if Justin Bieber does his thing, kind of like Ashton Kutcher did in Punk'd, and just goes with it, and it's his own almost, I think it's going to be totally awesome, and I recommend that everybody sees it. Baby, 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 oh, I thought you'd always be mine, mine.